Do you know that selecting the right cruising boat for you doesn't have to be really long and drawn out, and you can get out there sailing quicker than you think? I know it sounds crazy because you hear stories about people taking months and even years to find the right boat for them. And why it's important to get the right boat for you, I'm going to share 3 tips that are going to hopefully change your idea about the whole boat buying process. Hi, I'm Simon from Sailing Britican, and I'm here to help you find the right boat for you and get you sailing earlier than you think. So what is the secret to finding your perfect cruising boat? And what do I mean by perfect anyway? So what I'm talking about is finding the boat that will give you the experience you're after within the time frame and the budget available. The key is to have a proven success system and to work that system. So the problem that most new boat buyers have is that they have never owned a boat before or have bought many boats before, and they don't have any past experience. As with most things that are new, there's not only a learning curve, there's usually a high failure and mistake rate. So when making a purchase this large and contemplating a total lifestyle change, it's very important to get things right the first time, rather than make many costly errors. So I'm going to share with you 3 tips on finding the perfect cruising boat for you, and how you can get out to sailing beautiful destinations in no time. And I know you're probably thinking that it just can't be that easy, but I'm going to share with you this strategy that I have used on the last 2 boats that I've purchased, and I have helped several of our coaching clients down a similar path. I'm going to show you a great way that you can get out living the dream sooner rather than later. So the first tip is that you have to, before you do anything else, understand why you want to buy the boat and what you want to achieve with the boat. So the big idea is that you must define in as much detail as possible where you want to start from, where you want to go, and think what the first season is going to be like. Please don't tell me I want to sail around the world. We said that, and lots of people do that. It's just really unrealistic. We purchased this boat, and in our first year we wanted to sail across the Atlantic. Okay, but then we realised that we weren't ready, the boat wasn't ready, and we just had to get used to the boat, get living on it, finding out how it really works. And there's also so much to see in the Mediterranean where we've got the boat, that why rush it? We're on year 7 now, and we've already got here to the Caribbean. So we've been from Europe, across the Atlantic, up the East Coast, and to the Caribbean. And that's it. And it's been brilliant. So first, think where you want to leave from, where you're going to visit, and what your plan is for the first winter or the hurricane season, rather than try and spec the whole boat for going around the world. So what many cruisers lose sight of, that buying your boat and fixing it up is not the end goal. The end goal is how your life will change by having a boat. There's a massive difference there. Those that focus too much on a boat just end up working on the boat. Those that focus on living life end up living the life. The second tip about finding the right boat for you is to understand all the variables that the boat provides, and then determine what variable be right for you depending on the cruising ground that you're starting in. So let's just say you want to cruise from the States to the Bahamas. What have you got to think about? What you got to think about is where you're going. It's going to be shallow. There's going to be lots and lots of deserted islands. So you want a shallow draft boat. So that's a catamaran or a long keel boat or a lifting keel boat. Also, you're going to be on deserted islands, the middle of nowhere. You won't be able to get your water, so you're going to need a water maker. Another example is the rudder configuration. Okay, let's say you go across the Atlantic. A lot of boats that are abandoned coming across big passages is because of rudder failures. It's been knocked off, they've hit something, they've knocked it off. Now we, on this boat, have a skeg rudder, which means on the front of the rudder is a big metal bar which protects it. By having that bar will protect it, because if you lose a rudder in a coastal area, it's not a problem because you can get people to come out and help you and tow you in. But in the middle of the Atlantic or the middle of the Pacific, you've got no chance unless you can jury rig something, but that doesn't always work very well. And the final example is speed. Now, a lot of people are getting seasick and don't like sailing so much. They like to be at the end and be at an anchor, be on a mooring ball and enjoying that area. A lot of people are not enjoying the actual sailing bit, so they try and get a fast boat which will take 2 days to get there instead of 4 days to get there. So that's something to consider. The main thing to understand here, that every variable on a boat will have an impact related to your big picture plan. You can't get the perfect boat for every area in the world, but you can get one that's going to work for you at the start. So if it works from the start, you just might make it around the world. So the third tip, once you get your boat, start sailing it immediately. So sail it for a month before you start making any upgrades. By sailing your boat for a month, you're going to actually find out what is really broken and what you really need, rather than spending money on things that you'll later realise that you didn't need. Furthermore, the whole point of getting out sailing is to go and anchor off beautiful beaches and have barbecues, or find a mooring, take the dinghy and go and explore new locations. This is key because a boat is never perfect. A boat is never completely operating perfectly. It will always have issues. And if you're always fixing the boat, you will never live the life. New cruisers think they have to work really hard to get everything perfect on the boat, and then they can start living the life. What happens is the boat is the main focus. New boaters work on their boat non-stop, run out of money, and then return to land disgruntled. I know you're thinking that it's best to work hard and then play, but when it comes to the cruising life, you can work hard forever and never find the space to play. The tricky thing is that if you don't start balancing work and play from the beginning, you'll have a boat with never-ending problems, and you won't be living the dream. So my wife and I have created a guide that will help you with the boat buying process. It'll walk you through a set of questions to help you define what your big picture is for your first cruising season. It'll also list the variables that you will consider within relations to your big picture plan. Furthermore, the guide provides a format to understand the costs associated with buying the boat that you want. It also has questions to ask the seller prior to viewing, so you don't waste your time looking at duds. It also has a checklist what you need to look for when you're personally checking the boat. So what this guide will do is help you get organised and have a strategy how to get the perfect cruising boat for you. Kim and I have helped hundreds of our readers get the perfect boat, and more importantly, we've helped them get out and live this life. If you click the link here or down below, you can not only purchase a copy of our sailboat buying guide, but we also have a special offer of a one-time only phone call with me to answer any questions you may have. If you're debating about what boat to get, or want me to look at some specifications for you, or if you just have a bunch of questions you need to ask, I'm happy to help. Although our guide will be on sale indefinitely, I won't be doing this phone call offer for too long, as our Britican Experience charters are starting up for the winter season soon. So click the link now and take advantage of our offer. Today I'm going to a beach bar and having some cocktails with two people on the Britican Experience last year that bought a boat here in Grenada, and a couple of times they've been anchored next to us. We help them live the dream, or we can also help you live the dream. So that's it for today. If you really liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye! I'm concentrating.
Okay, just say.
The key is to have a proven work system. The key is to have a proven work system. Oh.
Sam, what are you
I
listening
don't
to
know.
me?
Alright, Kim.
Okay.
I don't know.
The key is to have a proven success system.
The key is to have a proven work... The key is to have a proven... I don't know. My brain's not working.
Success system.
The proof is...
No.
I can't talk. The key is to have a proven... I don't know.
How can you not say
I don't know. It's... I know. I'm trying. Then I just... So I've got to do that again.